Alright, I'm filming now. So this is like day one of Hayley.
Oh, we're filming right now.
Okay, maybe cut, right? Right, I just wanted to go with the momentum. So this is like day one of our
sexy product creation.
Sexy product creation. Well, so what is going to be the title of this, Hayley?
You know what, I haven't worked it out yet. I'm not very good with naming things in a catchy way. I know that it's the principles that I want it to be about. I know that I want it to be real and I want it to be, you know, I'm planning in terms of content that I want to get in there, but I want everything to be organic, I want it to be natural, I want it to be about my core values, which are all about having kind of personal integrity, social freedom, and giving to other people and seeing what you kind of get in return. So I'm basing it around those principles. I know I want to align it with people that are natural, socially confident, interesting, but I know I want to also create plugins and little templates for conversations that anyone can use. You know, I want to show that as a woman I can use it, that hot guy can use it, that kind of normal guy can use it, and you know what, you're going to get the same result because it's going to be solid conversational techniques that actually really work.
So basically, this is the birth of the project. This is day one, ground zero. we are in the planning stages.
Lots of empty like drinks bottles around us and Macs going.
2 Macs and
drum and bass.
A female side, male side, and drum and bass on the background. We've been going to 12 coffees as well, so keep us awake.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's looking good so far.
It's looking insane, I think, so far.
I think it's one of the best products out there, don't you reckon? Yeah,
and like as we were saying, like how I wanted it to be is I don't want to like say to everyone, hey, this is the whole story, this is what you're going to do. The participants in this, they're not going to know what the grand plan is. I'm going to rely on my actual teaching abilities, and I'm going to take it through step by step. So from the warm up, from like before you even do your first approach, before you even start to speak to people, how do you get yourself into that right frame of mind? Then every little bit will just be a chunk on top of that, so we can you can see the spectrum and see how people are going to move from one space to another. It's going to be amazing.
And it's the creation of like your many years of like in-field training and in-field teaching. So it's going to be a combination of all those years of experience.
Exactly.
Bundled into just like few hours of hardcore condensed.
A lot of pounding the streets followed by a lot of analysis of what's going on. But yeah, like I think it's so important. Like I would never ask someone to do something I wouldn't do myself, and I'm actually quite proud of the fact that I put the hours in to actually learn how to do this organically. And I am you know, I spent tons and tons of time in the field or in real life just chatting to people, and I don't want to sit on a perch and tell people what to do. I want to be able to show that, hey, you know, together we can make this happen, and you make it happen through real life practice and principles. So that's all about my values. So I've got to get it out.
Well, I'm like really excited because I can see that, you know, you're basing it on what you on your principles, and I can see it's coming from your years of experience in the industry, and you're like, when we're discussing this, you're quite conscious that you want to make it workable. You want to have something that's organic, that's transferable, and it's not only like in POA stuff, but you want it to be transferable. So you want to be a life skill.
Exactly, because having great conversational skills and being able to really come from the right place when you're speaking to people, that seriously, it helps all of your life, from your work relationships to your friendships.
Will it help me communicate better with my mum? Or with my dog?
We can try it out. Your dog gets on with everyone. But yeah, we can. I would hope.
Is it animal friendly though? Well, I suppose if you're a good communicator, it's the tonality, that's what you're going to teach as well, right?
Yeah.
How to use tonality. So
tonality, body language, I mean, it's all factors of communication that have to
it would improve my relationship with my pets as well. Using the right tonality.
Yeah.
I want to refund if it doesn't.
Oh, yeah, of course. So, amazing.
Alright, cool. It sounds really good. But I'm gonna like, as I said, it's day one, and it's still like planned. This is behind the scenes, by the way, of the footage of the inception. So I'm gonna take some maybe footage of like the actual planning that happened.
Yeah. Okay. And you'll hear me like banging the table and saying, no, that sounds too gamey. I want it to be natural.
Natural,
These are the principles. It's all about the principles behind it.
Yeah. So let me.
I think this will actually be. We should put this up on YouTube just in advance.
Yeah,
like,
just
like immediately and just start building intrigue.
Let people know what we're planning, what's coming their way, the tsunami that's gonna come. So they better be prepared for having amazing product. So yeah, so
do you want me to show this bit?
yeah, because this is like all about the making of a great DVD set on conversation skills.
Okay.
So
and I mean, you can tell that this is completely organic as well, because I clearly have not come in prepared to be filmed.
Yeah, I've never seen Hayley so casual. You know, obviously she's not going to any kind of power meetings as usual.
No. I've just got my jumper on and my ginger beer, which I'm massively obsessed with.
Yeah.
So I'll show you a little bit about what we're thinking. This won't give too many things away, I don't think. So, I mean, first of all, like, with what I'm going to do with the guys on the day, and they're not going to know what the grand plan is, because I don't want it to be staged. I want them to be taught the right way, and the right way is not to overwhelm someone with information and create all this burden and expectation. It's about just gradually building up a chain of successes and positive experiences, because then you want to carry on. So I'm starting off all my days with a warm-up, so that you shift from that, like when you wake up, like no one feels like speaking to anyone else. Everyone's like conversations come across badly. So from that, I'm going to move people into a state where they feel comfortable and happy talking to themselves, because if you're happy, if you feel comfortable and you trust the person that you're working with, that's gold dust to helping you to actually get into the right space to approach. Then moving on from that, we're just going to be talking about like the beginnings, really, all the different ways that you can start conversations with people. A few mindsets behind that. It's about being sincere, it's about giving, it's about opening up first. Okay, a phone call from my friends. Then we're moving on to like storytelling techniques, which is basically how do I talk about myself in a way that's charismatic and in a way that's engaging.
Hayley's got just too many friends. Just too many friends. It's not good for business, Hayley. Get rid of it.
Hey, sorry, I'm going to get back to work in a second. So little things we've got like going on here. Stuff like we've got like kind of technical things, like about the little parts of how to break down a story or tricky parts of language. But what I'm really focusing on is, sure, it's good to know like the technical ideas, and that's fine. It's good to have like the templates for people that are really uncertain about how to chat to people. And I don't want it to be a wishy-washy DVD. Like, it has to be something that's super practical that people can just plug in and use. However, what's most important to me is the value that's behind it. Like, why is it important to speak in a certain way? Well, of course it's important to be enthusiastic about your life, because you're trying to bring someone into your world and you're trying to show that you're comfortable with yourself and you love yourself. That's so important. Likewise, little tactics to make sure the other person feels like you're really specifically engaged with them and you're living in the moment. You're there and you're connecting to them as a human being. That's so much better than just using a ton of like completely pre-planned lines that you've used the same one for everyone you've spoken to today. That's not where great conversations
You could get so easily caught out as well if you use one of those
Oh my god, especially, there's some Eric with me filming in central London, and like, you know, there are a lot of people doing this now, so we need to
be more smarter.
Be smarter, make people feel, because every woman or every person you want to speak to, the reason they keep coming back and they keep wanting to hang out with you is that they feel that you get them, that there's something in them that you see and that you fundamentally understand and that you connect with and you resonate with. And when you have that level of connection with a human being, it makes you absolutely unique to them. Like, they will never want you out of their life, which is why we have to be careful to not do anything that's too generic. It has to be specific, and it has to be about
I told you, Hayley, you need to get rid of your friends. They're like interfering with your YouTube and DVD production now, you know.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, friends. I'm ignoring at the moment. I'm ignoring. So yeah, that's kind of what's important to me as well. I want people to realise they don't have to do anything. They don't have to change who they are. They just like how you express yourself and getting to the place where you feel like, wow, I can open up to a complete stranger and I can show them everything about me, and I can be expressive because, you know, I really like myself at this point in time, and I'm going to engage someone with who I am, and they're going to connect with me because I love me and they're going to love me too. That's the kind of deep underlying stuff. And to get that across to another person, we're going to chunk layer by layer, step by step, little practical skills and exercises that people can really do. And we've already agreed who's going to be starring in this.
Are you going to reveal it now?
No, but I'm just going to let everyone know that we're going to be using the same techniques, and I will be doing some of it, so you get to see me.
In action.
In action.
Wow.
And
that'd be a first.
That's cool because I'm a girl. It will show that it's transferable and that it works no matter who you are. And I've got my so this is really banging drum bass in the background. And then I've got one of my members of my team, a guy called Mikey. I can reveal him because I know he's definitely down. And he's like he's pretty young.
Basically, you own him. So.
I just texted him, Mikey, by the way, you're going to be on the streets of London for like 5 days in December. Lucky you.
No questions asked. You have to do it.
Yeah. So yeah, he's going to be doing that. And then I've got another volunteer, I think, who's a little bit older and from a slightly different ethnic background, and I think that's good because I really want to show how holistic this is and how it works, regardless of like age, gender, race, looks, whatever. Screw all that stuff. It's about what it demonstrates about you. Cool people are cool people, fundamentally and thoroughly. So yeah, that's me passionately talking about this thing. I should probably actually go and do some work on it now. I've got 1 hour before I have to leave to plan the rest of this.
Yeah,
baby.
So be a good New Year present to your followers and everybody who wants to improve their conversation skills. So it'll be like a good New Year. Maybe they should start writing to Santa now. What do you think?
Yeah, Santa, I could be Mrs. Claus maybe. Yeah, I'm going to bring you the gift of amazing conversation and not just amazing conversation, but just being happier and freer in your life, and that's what everyone should want, I think.
So this could be a New Year resolution come true, like if they watch the video.
Yeah. And do it in parts, like don't just get to the end. I want people who watch this to do it as it's supposed to be done, like build up little bit by little bit by little bit by little bit, because that's how all the best of the people that consider the best at stuff like chatting to strangers and cold approaches. No one went from 0 to hero, everyone's put the hours in. So it does require practice, but this will give you the framework, it will give you the shortcuts, it will give you the mindset and the techniques that will make that as smooth and as enjoyable as possible, because I think people should have fun when they're doing this. Talking to strangers or meeting new people is like the best, it's amazing.
Cool, I'm really excited already. Filming it and shooting it, and from what I can see from the schedule that I'm not really allowed to show that much, but still top secret's work in progress, and it's top secret.
Boom!
Let's get
this is a little like note to myself about stuff that
we're gonna do.
Stuff that we're gonna do.
The master plan.
The master plan is coming together. Oh yeah.
Cool. So goodbye to and hello in the next. So the hello will be the next chapter. Goodbye for this chapter, and then hello.
I'll remember not to wear an ugly sweater next time we decide to start filming stuff. Perfect.
Cool. Thanks.